Hi, everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. Thanks for joining me. Well, as you can see, I'm not on my front porch today. I'm up in a campground in Whitewater, Wisconsin, and it's beautiful up here. Uh, Years ago, probably about, I don't know, 25, 30 years ago, I had a camper up here, a seasonal camper, and I kept it up here. We had 13 years. Then it was falling apart. I was working hard. I didn't have time to get up here as much as I could, so it wasn't worth my while. So every now and then, I rent one of these cottages up here. They're really cute, really cute. They're nice. And it's right here by the lake. I'm not sure if you can see the lake over there. But one of the prettiest places is the pond. Oh, let me turn you around here so you can see that. This is the pond, and it is just gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful place to be. So they have a couple cottages up here, and then a few of the seasonal trailers up here, and all that good stuff. They got a lot of stuff to do, play water games and stuff like that out on the lake. So, what I was going to talk to you about is, my in the title of my retired senior T1D, which is type 1 diabetes. But I've been getting sick lately, not feeling like myself. So I went to the doctor. Okay, so type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease. And for you that don't know that, and so my immune system basically killed the beta cells and all that other good stuff that produces insulin for my body. So a lot of times after you are diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, other things can happen. So you can start having low vitamin B, low vitamin D, different things like that. And fortunately, I was the lucky one. I have low B, which is autoimmune, also, and low D, which is autoimmune. So I was just chugging right along. Everything's going great. The doctor usually checks all of everything, on when the blood work, thyroid, cholesterol, A1C, and everything good like that. So he checked in February, but we didn't do the thyroid test again in May. So I went for my blood work. Um, just before I went to the doctor a few weeks ago, and when I went for the blood work, they said two of your orders have expired, and they expired yesterday. So for your thyroid and your B12. So I said, okay. She said, well, your doctor appointment's tomorrow. So he'll probably just send you back down here to have another blood draw. And then, we'll go ahead and run it. So I had my doctor's appointment with my endocrinologist. And he says, yeah. He says, that's okay. He says, I'll put in new orders. I won't need to put in new orders. I can, since the blood was just drawn yesterday, we can check it from that. So I'm like, okay, that's good. I told him, my pump needs adjusted, my sugar's really bad, my A1Cs went up, and so we need to work on that. And then I've been really, really tired. So he said, well, we're gonna check your thyroid levels, and he adjusted my pump and all that. And he was getting ready to leave from the group that I'm in. So he had a week's vacation after that. So before he went on vacation, the blood work came back when he rechecked, had the two tests done on the blood that was drawn, and it came back that my thyroid level was high. So hypothyroidism, that's what it came back. So he put me on a prescription right away, started taking that. He goes out of town. I take it 4 days, and this medicine is just really making me feel bad. I'm sleeping like a 2-hour nap. I never nap. It was just awful. My eyelids started turning pink on the tops. Couldn't deal with it. So, anyways, I talked to the doctor that was covering for him, and I told him that this medicine is not agreeing with me. Is there something else we can do? He says, and I told him, I says, a lot of times I read that if you get the blood test done and you have it's your thyroid, sometimes it can be wrong. Can we run the test again? So he messaged back in the portal. Yeah, sure, that's fine. So I went back for another blood test. Came back just as high, and also a couple days later, a test came back and said that my it was autoimmune again. So my immune system is now fighting with my thyroid. So what's going to happen now is I'm back on the thyroid medicine. I get used to it now, so I'm feeling better with that. But in 4 weeks, I'll go for another blood test, and we'll see if that's enough medication for me or if I'm going to need more. So hypothyroidism is when your thyroid's not working, it's not making enough hormones, and without those hormones being made, from what they're explaining to me, is it's not making the insulin work like it's supposed to. So that hindsight being 2020, because my thyroid wasn't working the right way, it was causing my insulin not to work like it's supposed to work, and therefore making my A1C like a one solid point higher than what it was. And that was basically due to my thyroid's not working right. So, anyway, so now I'm on medication, and I'll have to be the rest of my life, and we'll get the levels right. Feeling a lot better. So all this is happening like a couple weeks before I'm supposed to come up to Wisconsin. I'd already rented the cottage, and my family's coming up. Some of the family members, they're going to hang out for the weekend. A friend of mine was just up. They left today, and I was worried because I was so sick that I wasn't going to be able to make this trip. But thankfully, I'm used to the medication. I was able to make the trip, and I'm loving it. Loving it. I love it up here. The people are nice. Um, Kudos to Scenic Ridge Campground in Whitewater, Wisconsin, out here on Whitewater Lake. Uh, Love it. It's just a great place to be. And they make you feel like family when you're here. So, anyways, I'm here until I'm gonna be here about a week altogether. So we're gonna hang out, enjoy the quiet, enjoy the pond, get up in the morning, make coffee, get ready, come out here, drink coffee, looking at this beautiful, just absolutely beautiful scenery. It really is just a sight to see. So calming and relaxing. I don't know if you can see the lake from here, but it's just behind me, Whitewater Lake. A lot of fun, a lot of good people, good times, great memories. When I had my trailer, it was up on the hill from where we're at right now. I would bring my granddaughter, and she was teeny. She was just a few months old, and I would bring her up here on the weekends with me. And then my kids started having more kids, so there was 5 of them, and I used to bring all 5 up here with me, and we would all. They had no rules. They could do whatever they wanted to do. The only thing, one rule was if they got in the lake, they had to take a shower because there was gas and everything else in the lake. So, but other than that, they could stay in their pajamas. They want hot dogs, ice cream for breakfast. I didn't care. Didn't care. And we had a golf cart, and I'd pile all 5 of the kids in the golf cart, and we'd ride around all the property. This place is huge, but it doesn't look like it until you're actually going around seeing all of it. So, and I always had this big, huge blue bowl of cakes. I always had that for them, anybody else that would come over. And so when my granddaughter, when she got diagnosed type 1 diabetic when she was 8, we all came up here and I asked her, I says, Desi, you want a cake from this big cake bowl? And she looked at it and there was like cupcakes and Twinkies and all kinds of good stuff. And she'd look and she says, well, if I take it, do I need to take a shot for it if I eat any of that? And I said, yeah, you're going to have to take an insulin shot because at that time she had just got diagnosed. She wasn't on a pump yet. So she says, no, thank you. I don't want any. And she wouldn't eat it because she knew it was going to take a shot. So, anyways, but after that, she went on a pump, and she could eat that, but she had to take insulin. So now, when we were all coming up here, I wanted to. I don't have that big blue bowl anymore. It was ginormous, so I went and found one like half the size, but still a big blue bowl, and I filled it full of cakes, tons of snack cakes. So all of them are going to come up this weekend, and I'll have that big blue bowl of snack cakes that they all love so much. And that's what it's about. You get sick and you just gotta try to get over it. And I always think, yeah, I'm type 1 diabetic, now my thyroid's not working, and whatever else. But there's other people that's got it way worse than me. Way worse than me. I'm lucky. I'm lucky. I still get to do the things that I want to do. I do it a little bit slower, but you're retired. Who cares? You got time. You got time. But you just go and you do it and you do the best that you can and still enjoy life and, like they say, keep on trucking. So that's all I have for you guys today. I thank you for tuning in. This video is not meant to be a downer. It's a fact. That your immune system gets your pancreas, and then it goes for your thyroid, and yeehaw. But so what? It's okay. It's all okay. Life goes on. So I hope you have a great rest of the day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and everything else. And I have more videos if you'd like to take a look at those. Some are about gardening. Some are about, I first got diagnosed, whatever. Take a look. Share, like, if you liked it, and get comments. And, leave comments for me. I'll answer you back. So again, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate your time. Take care. Bye-bye.